Go lesson 343. The title is Leadership. So let's read something about the text. From bestsellers to onliners and even videos to help anyone out there in attaining their goals in leadership. It means attaining to reach. In the quest of being a great leader, I do believe it is essential to remember a couple of key principles. People may follow someone because they are, in a sense, obliged to, for example, a supervisor, foreman, okay, a boss, o chefe, or even the boss. If you truly care for these people, it will show, and they, in return, will follow you to the ends of the earth. It's an expression, it means até os confins da terra, até o fim do mundo. The people will follow you wherever you go. Because people follow people, not titles or positions. So you are going to read this text carefully and you are going to give your opinion. What do you think about the main idea of the text? Do you agree with the statements? Do you agree with the key principles that is essential to be a great leader? Do you think that there are more principles to be a good leader? There are any others to be a good leader? And if you don't agree with these principles, you can tell me your opinion about the principles to be a good leader. What do you think about? Okay? So now you are going to ask the question. So about the text, we're going to ask some questions. So before the questions, I'm gonna make a summary of this subject. Leadership, the set of characteristics that make a good leader. The position or fact of being a leader. Sometimes leaders are role models and can be found in accepted contexts. A research showed that the role model that does what it takes to be a leader is Santa Claus. His honesty has integrity. He's credible. He makes work fun. He has empathy. Above all, he serves to lead. Unfortunately, Santa Claus doesn't exist, but next time someone asks you for an example of a great leader, think a bit. Try to see if you found any leader who is more outstanding than him. Okay, so this is some of the characteristics that they found a good leader should have. But of course, Santa Claus is not a real person. Okay, but you can think about some principles that a good leader could have as a role model and say, okay? Now the question, are you a good leader? Why? In your opinion, what are the main characteristics of a good leader? Okay, so all these questions, everything that I said, that I make comments and I ask you to answer, you have to send me by WhatsApp, alright? And I hope that you send me the questions, your opinion about the text, if you agree, if you don't agree, if you think that a leader can do something different. So this example of Santa Claus, what do you think about? You can mention another person and the characteristics of a good leader. Okay, it's personal opinion, it's up to you. Now let's train the vocabulary. I'm gonna give you the sentence and you are going to repeat and make the substitution. You can achieve everything when you believe. set yourself a goal. Work hard. I felt more confident when my friends rallied around me. Stronger. Never buy something without having seen it. Tried it on. He would go to the ends of the earth to please her. Find her. Who is in charge of the new project? Changes. I didn't sleep a wink last night. Tossed and turned. Our foreman is in charge of safety conditions, equipment supply, checking the workplace. So we are going to choose some of these sentences and you are going to send me by WhatsApp the original sentence and the substitution that you have to make, okay? You send me the original sentence and the substitutions of each sentence that you choose. It's not necessary to choose all the sentences. You can choose 3 or 4. So now let's go to language work. Language work. I'm so glad to see how Suraj managed to achieve all his goals in life. She had to return the book to the library without reaching its end because he didn't come to the end. It's the foreman's responsibility to ensure safety conditions in the factory, okay? The boss. Climbing up to the peak of Mount Everest is unbelievable endeavor, okay? Effort. I'm having my house renovated, okay? Renewed. I had my car fixed. Pay attention to this construction. So a person fixed the car for you. You have to use the construction I had. Because if you say I fixed my car, it means that you fixed your car by yourself. You yourself fixed your car. It's different from Portuguese because sometimes we say, oh, I fixed my car yesterday, but a mechanic who fixed it. But in English, if you say I fixed my car, it means that you fixed it. But when you have a person to do the service for you, you use the verb to have. So I had my car fixed. It means a mechanic or another person fixed the car for you. She recalled having been taken there. I hate being kept waiting. So after the verb hate, the next verb is in the ing form. All the students rallied around Megan in her fight with the principal. Ok, so ficou o quê? Em volta, rodeando. If you run away, I'll follow you to the ends of earth. Até os confins, até o fim do mundo, como se diz em português. I had to work hard on my project and I didn't sleep a wink last night. So you didn't sleep, okay? The manager is in charge, responsible of making sure that the customer's needs are fulfilled. It means realizados, okay? Now, useful phrases. I very much doubt whether. Eu tenho muitas dúvidas. So, regardless of experience, a good leader must, okay, regardless, independent. Something to bear in mind is, it means something to keep in mind. Alright? Now let's go to the next lesson, 344. The first page. What if? You are going to ask. What if? We are going to answer. What if You are a manager, you are a managing director at an international company. What would you do? What if your boss allowed you to make decisions for a day? What should you do in these situations? You can choose the first or the second to answer. Now, word choice, you are going to complete with the correct verbs. So, to reach, to achieve, to accomplish, to attend. So, according to the meaning and to the sentences. So, to reach. So, to reach it means to arrive at a place, especially after spending a long time or a lot of effort traveling. To make a decision, agreement, etc. about something. To attend, it's formal. To reach or succeed in getting something. To achieve. To achieve, to succeed in finishing something or reaching an end, okay, a goal, especially after a lot of work or effort. To accomplish it, to finish something successfully or to achieve something. Letter A. If they leave now, they will reach Paris tomorrow morning. Okay, your choice. B. We are all here today to talk about your accomplishments. Letter C. He didn't attend fame and prestige, but he did a great job. G. There are still some goals to be achieved, but we are on the right path to success. Letter E. This train is able to reach the speed of 130 miles per hour. Letter F. We did our best, but we could not attain perfection. Letter G. Our team has achieved victory in the championship. Letter H. Although we tried, we could not reach the top of the mountains. So this is the correction of, okay, so word choice. So now, let's go to the last page. So case study. The first, you are the CEO of a truck factory and your employees have decided to go on a strike. You must reach an agreement with your employees to fulfill their expectations. So they will get back to work. However, you are facing a financial crisis and cannot afford to waste money right now. Now, you work at a truck factory and you have talked your colleagues into a strike. You believe you deserve better salaries and less work hours. 2 weeks ago, a friend of yours suffered an accident and was totally neglected by your manager. Imagine this situation. So you have two situations to study, to think about. You are going to choose one situation. You can choose the first or the second, and you're going to give your opinion. What should you do? Okay, you have to choose one of these situations and talk about what should you be your position. And here you are going to rearrange it. You are going to put, okay, in the right sequence. All right. And when you finish, you send me by WhatsApp. Okay, all the questions that I have asked, case study, and everything.